Okay, this weekend we may find ourselves questioning whether our instincts are guiding us in the right direction or if there's some kind of unseen force that's pulling us off course. It'll be a time when we thought, well, what we thought we knew no longer feels solid, and what we've kept hidden may demand to be revealed. So there is a desire this weekend to break free from old patterns, and that may clash with the comfort of our familiar routines. And that's going to leave us restless. That's going to leave us on edge. Now, within this tension lies an invitation to realign, to let go of the need for control, to trust in the unfolding of our own inner truth. We will be challenged to look beyond the surface, confront the deeper questions in our relationships, our career, our personal life. And we need to ask, are you being honest with yourself about what truly matters? Is fear keeping you from making the changes you know are necessary? Embracing uncertainty can open new doors, and it will reveal paths you never even knew existed. But only if you're willing to let go of your grip on what should be and embrace the possibilities of what could be. So join me as we embark on a journey of self-discovery, gaining an understanding of how to embrace this energy, move forward today and every day. So hi, I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all the positive, loving support you send me each and every day. I send it right back to you. And welcome to your weekend focus, October the 19th and the 20th, 2024. So we'll start with the numerology. Saturday, we have the energy of the 19. The 19 energy is the acknowledgement of our successes, our accomplishments, who we become, and who we want to be going forward. Okay, so it's about taking what we already know and applying that new layer, that elevated step up, that 2.0 version of you. 1 plus 9 is a 10. That's a lucky energy, so know that luck is around us this weekend. It's really about the seasons changing in our life, that we all go through the seasons of life, that there is always change happening in our life. And sometimes we seem to forget that as we sit there in our comfortable atmospheres, our familiar atmospheres, pretending that change will not happen to us and almost fearing it. The 10 energy invites us to go with the seasons, go with the flow, to look towards the new chapters, the new possibilities of your life. 1 plus 0 is a 1 energy, and the 1 energy is the I am. It is the independent. It is the trailblazer, the pioneer, ready to go forward with a vengeance, with a strength, with a confidence, knowing that there will be obstacles and looking forward to going through those obstacles and realizing the successes that lay on the other side. Now, if we look at the daily numerology for Saturday, it would be a 1 plus a 1 plus an 8. That gives us the 10. 1 plus 0 is a 1. Sunday, we have the 20 energy, turning points in the road. Where we thought we were going one way, we may decide to go a new way, a different way, or have different things taken in of our plan and out of our plan and mixing things up. Maybe it's changing our routines. But there is definitely a fork in the road, allowing us to make decisions, allowing us to make choices for a new way to approach our tomorrow. 2 plus 0 is a 2. Now, we already have luck, but the 2 energy is about the magic that surrounds us. So know that there is magic surrounding you. Know also that you also have magic within you. And really, this weekend is about looking inwardly. So please look inwardly and discover the magic that you have already available to you. It is your power. It is your superpower. Okay, your talents, your abilities, your unique self. And if we do the daily numerology for Sunday, it'd be a 1 plus a 2 plus an 8, which gives us that 11 energy. So the 11 energy is all about understanding what no longer has value in our life, no longer supports us, no longer helps us or aligns us with our path forward. To allow those things to dissipate in our life. It's also about making a commitment, setting a goal, and then being committed to that goal, that dream, that passion, giving it the time, the energy, the resources. And things can happen very quickly when we are giving the right things our focus in the right ways. Sun is in Libra. Not much longer. Sun is in Libra. Our moon is in Taurus as the weekend begins, but Saturday, just before supper, around 4:30 maybe Eastern Standard Time on Saturday, the moon will then move into Gemini and will be in Gemini for the remainder of the weekend. Now, there's a couple of conversations happening in the sky this weekend, and both of these conversations bring in a feeling of restlessness. So know that regardless which transit you feel more than the other, there will be a restlessness about us, an uncomfortable feeling. Sun and Uranus are talking, and that leaves us craving change. Okay, we embrace the unpredictability that comes with this new energy. Okay, please do it and use it as an opportunity to explore new perspectives. If sudden changes arise, view them as invitations to grow. Okay, rather than you're inconvenienced, things are going wrong. It shouldn't be this way. They weren't supposed to be late. We weren't supposed to be early. Whatever it is, to go with the flow and see why that is happening the way it is. And take some time to get lost in your mind, okay? We may find that very out of the box ideas can emerge under this energy, giving us a whole new solution to an old problem we thought we could never fix. Or we may find that we need to adapt very quickly in situations. Or maybe there's some kind of unexpected event. So just be aware of that. Don't be too rigid with your timetable. Leave a little bit of room. Okay, because you're gonna probably need it this weekend. Okay, allow yourself to experiment with the different approaches in your life, whether it's in your daily routine, problem solving, creative expression. Try a different way forward. Let this energy inspire you to step out of the usual patterns and try something different for you, unique for you, unconventional for you. Okay? Under this kind of energy, we could experience a shift that opens up some brand new possibilities for us or a breakthrough in our understanding. Maybe we get this fresh perspective that it can totally change the course of our life or maybe just a situation in our life. And we could get very creative under this energy, okay? Unexpected inspiration comes in and sparks our creativity. So we need to stay flexible. We need to stay open-minded. We need to brace the unknown with a sense of curiosity, okay? So just don't resist, okay? Allow curiosity to lead your heart. Don't resist. Allow for the transformation. The other one is Sun is talking with Neptune. Okay, so we could feel like we're trying to see through a fog. Okay, our instincts, our intuition plays a very significant role in guiding our steps. So we need to allow ourselves to trust in our inner guidance. We could find ourselves trying to escape or avoid reality. Absolutely, especially if we're overwhelmed or confused or uncertain. We feel like we're in a fog. We can't really straighten things out. And we may find ourselves procrastinating on moving forward, or we may find ourselves being overindulgent in any kind of distraction. Okay. So, once again, throw that energy into some kind of creative pursuit. Or better yet, actually, with the Sun and Neptune, is allow yourself time to go within. Meditation, journaling. Take a walk in nature along a shoreline. Okay, this energy is really all about the deeper exploration of our heart. Exploration of our heart. Exploration of our heart. Look within. Rather than looking in the external surroundings, look within. Okay? Seek the advice of your own sage wisdom that's already in there. Okay? Trust your intuition. And that's going to uncover the truth that you need. So, yeah, this weekend, slow down, look inwardly, and connect with your emotion. If there's discomfort, then embrace that discomfort. It's okay not to have all the answers. It's okay for it not to be perfect. Because when we finally accept that as the new reality, that's when the true transformation begins. Okay, let's go to the cards. Yeah, get lost in the luck and the magic within you, the sage wisdom within you. Okay, underlying energy for this weekend is, look at this, the Ten of Cups. It's all about creating, stepping into, allowing the transformation towards our happily ever after. So this is definitely a time when we want to have that happily ever after picture in the front of us, okay? Instead of the carrot, put that as the motivation. And it's not all going to come together picture perfect. We know that. But we'll have enough of the details to bring in harmony and laughter and joy and celebration into our hearts. And why are we doing that? Because we have, well-being, we have love, we have abundance, we have prosperity. So definitely this weekend is all about looking towards our happily ever after and what that looks like. And how do we compare our reality to it now? And what aligns with it? And what doesn't belong? We have the Eight of Wands. Yeah, a lot of opportunities, possibilities, adventures, learning experiences can show up. That aha moment, that breakthrough, that epiphany, that eureka moment. Things can be flying at us. So pay attention to what is opening up to you. What is being offered to you. And chances are it'll be something that you may not want in your life. It may be something like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this happened. So instead of like going down that downward spiral, what does it mean? Like, how can this move me forward? How can I work with this? Because it's when you actually give it the thought of how can I utilize it or embrace the potential of it. What is the potential and how do I embrace it and how do I move forward? Yeah, it was horrible that happened to me, but what is it trying to teach me? Maybe your car breaks down. Well, it's teaching you that you didn't have a plan B. You just figured the car would go from A to B. What if your car breaks down? Maybe you need to just make an emergency bag so that you always have blankets or water or cones to put around your vehicle or whatever it might be. An empty jerry can, whatever it might be, that you have it with you for the next time. Maybe it says, well, if I would have done this or this or this, maybe you haven't been up on the oil changes or something. Or maybe you've always let it run right down to nothing. And you might not be out of gas, but what's happened is, okay, so a gas tank underneath, and they've made it so it costs like thousands of dollars. It used to be where you could just change the filter for the gas filter, but no more. They put it inside the gas tank now. But what happens is as the gas tank gets older and older, it starts to rust out on the bottom of it. It's just a part of it. It starts to rust out on the inside. And that rust gets into your gas, okay? So it's settled down at the bottom. Now, when you let that gas tank go right down to E, what you're really doing is pulling all that rust through that filter, which is going to clog your filter, which is not going to allow your vehicle to run. So are you always topping it up? Are you always at a half a tank? Things like that. So look at your life, see what the aggravation, the inconvenience, the unexpected event is trying to tell you, and how to grab the actual learning experience from it so that you are better prepared. Or maybe it's, having a kit in your car, that's great, but it could be on a grander scale for you. Like if you did take that course, you could actually do this. Or if you went back for that last year of university, you'd finally get your degree. So look at things that are holding you back in such a way, and things open up to you that you don't want to do it. It doesn't look like this is a good thing, but it can be one of the best things that ever happened in your life. We have the Chariot. The Chariot is about pulling it back, slowing it down, waiting for the fog to lift. We are going to feel like we're in a bit of a fog this weekend. So are we going to go fast forward? No. Just like we have the, the 20 energy. Okay, there's a fork in the road. We need to decide which way to go. So we do want the clarity. We do want the insight before we really, go leaps and bounds forward. Once we know, okay, so what are the obstacles that I might incur? How can I sideswipe those obstacles? How can I go through those obstacles? What's going to try and hold me back? What can I do in this moment so that obstacle doesn't even appear on my path? Does it go straight forward? Is it winding? Is it a dead end? The Chariot is really about pulling it back a little bit and thinking things through. And that's when we give it that thought, that concentration. That's when we go forward with the strength and we go for the victory. The Eight of Swords, our perceptions changes. So we have 2 8s on the board in between the Chariot. So I would also say, if I were giving you a reading, that this would be a time to really think cautiously about your investments and your money and how you utilize it, your relationship with it, and see how you can expand on that in order for money to work for you. Okay, that would probably be to bring in your happily ever after. The Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords, we feel trapped. We feel like we can't go forward. This is where that out-of-box experience can come from, right? Sun and Uranus together, having that conversation. So eventually what happens here is we realize that we're not as caged as we thought, shackled as we thought, to not being able to go forward in the way we want. Our hands are actually free. And if we take off that blindfold, we'll see that we were never really in a place where we couldn't actually escape from. So it's overcoming that fear. It's overcoming that anxiety. It's about believing that you can take that step forward. And we usually get that from a new awareness, a new perception, a truth being revealed. We have the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is about protecting your dreams, your passions, your desires. That you are the one that plants the seeds, grows it to the maturity, the success it needs to be. And every little part in between. So, first of all, you stand strong for it. And you work hard for it. You show up and you do what needs to be done in order for the success to be there. And this is kind of the energy that we're feeling when we make a commitment right now. We're not making it willy-nilly. We are making it with this firm belief that when we decide to go forward, we will have the successes in our life. And we have the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands has not shown up for an extremely long time. So I'm a little surprised it's here. But this is, once again, it's like the 11 energy. It's about letting go of what no longer belongs. No longer allows us to align with our true path. That takes us off course, perhaps, in some way. When we look at this sack, okay, now here's the castle, way, way over there. So we have a long way to go, And look at how hard we're trying to walk here. I mean, every step is a challenge. And so we need to stop and think. We need to stop and we need to unload that bag and say, okay, some of these ones have growth on them. So I know that I want to take those forwards. Those are the things that are moving me forward. Those are the things that are coming into a growth season. But there's deadwood. There's things that we are just pulling along with us instead of allowing it to stay in the past. And it could be something that, it could be something that you don't even think of. Okay, it could be like you keep a really tidy house, but you got that exercise bike and you put it in the bedroom so that when you woke up first thing in the morning, you go right to the bike. And that worked really well for the first 3 days. And now you don't even realize it, but sometimes you have a habit of maybe throwing an extra shirt or a pants, like it's not really dirty. I didn't wear it that long. I'll probably put it on later, so I'll just keep it out here. And all of a sudden you can't even tell there's a bike anymore because it's layered with outfits and paperwork or whatever you put there, right? And it's realizing that is a chaotic part of your world, and you're waking up to it every morning and looking at it, you're saying, now my world is chaos, without even realizing that that is the message you send to yourself. Yeah, we need to clean it off, and if it's not going to be an exercise bike, put something there. Put a bouquet of flowers with a beautiful portrait of somebody you love. Put a portrait of you there, okay? And just see the beauty of who you are before you even really open your eyes all the way. So it's clearing house. It's letting go of what's pulling us down, what's keeping us shackled, what's not allowing us to go forward in the way we want, and breaking through those things by understanding that they have no place in our life, and putting those healthy boundaries in place. And it might be a healthy boundary just for ourselves to acknowledge. Okay, we'll get an oracle card here. Okay, here we go. We've got new experiences and possibilities. Well, that's definitely an energy of this weekend. The 18 energy. Okay, the 18 energy was on Friday. Okay, talking about our, go to the numerology and just watch that part again if you want. Geez, I'm not even sure if I timestamped that one correctly. I'll have to go back and do that. I've been just so busy doing everything. Sometimes I skip over it. I just thought I didn't do a timestamp for that one. So don't follow the timestamps, okay? For that video. Maybe I'll get back to do it. I don't know. New experiences and possibilities. Look at how that artist just puts pictures within pictures there. What do you see? Okay, well, I'll hold it up while I read the 3-second write-up on it. But really, this weekend is a weekend for new possibilities, new experiences. Look around in nature. Notice the new beginnings, new experiences, and new choices being shown to you. They will only be evident to you if you take the time to look for these subtle messages. You are on the first steps along a new path. You are being offered a blank page. What are the first words you'd like to write on it? Your possibilities are endless. You are in complete control of your life. This is a new beginning on your journey. Live in the present. Trust in your own abilities. Plant your new seeds and willingly venture into new territory. So, yeah, it really is. I think I started out the entire reading with something along the lines of, we want the adventure, we crave the experience, but we also like our comfort. So, which way do we go? What do we choose? But we definitely don't want to stagnate ourselves, and sometimes it's good to rest. So, especially, we just had a full moon. Many people are just a little bit more tired during a full moon. It's kind of like our bodies want to hit that reset button, or maybe it's our soul, maybe it's our mind, our heart. But allow it to do so if it's telling you to do that, if you possibly can. Our animal this weekend is under the radar. Under the radar. Look at that. Oh. Possum. The possum comes out. Under the radar. Keywords: warrior, practical, assess. When the oak is felled, the whole forest echoes with its fall. But 100 acorns are sown in silence by an unnoticed breeze. So even when we see the tree falling, we hear that large crack, and it comes down and it takes the branches off of other trees and hits that earth. We all pay attention to that. We don't realize that in those moments in time, all the new beginnings are being started. They're being scattered through the forest floor to take root and to grow into mighty oak trees. The possum is a master actor, knowing which role to play at a proper time. Possums have practical and intelligent energies that help them assess the situation as to which part they should play. If they feel threatened, they play dead. Possum has entered your life today because it wants you to embrace your inner warrior. Is it time for you to go under the radar until the situation feels safe? Be careful how you use your words at this time. You could injure relationships, cause more ripples. Instead, take some time to allow any arguments or miscommunications to quiet, and then don't bring them up. You don't always have to be right, and sometimes stepping away from a situation helps to heal it more quickly and effectively. You may notice work situations may feel difficult. Transitions are happening. Don't start fretting that your job is in danger. Instead, let things play out around you. So realize where you have control, where you truly have control, where we thrive for that control that we just simply can't do, right? We want the control of the weather, right? We're planning a family picnic outside on this certain day and during these hours, and so as much as we want control of that weather, but we rarely do have control of the weather. So what do? We let anxiety and fear eat us up, and the whole time we're sending out to the universe, rain on our picnic, rain on our picnic, rain on our picnic, and then we wonder why it rains on our picnic. So it's where you put your focus, it's where you put your energy, it's where you put your expectations that brings it all together to build a magical path for you to walk forward in. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.